Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are testing out the brand new Natasha Denona Mini Xenon palette. When this launched, I was like all over it. I was like, this is my palette. I love creating smoky, cool toned looks. It is just gorgeous and I cannot wait for you guys to see how it applies, how it ranks amongst my other Natasha Denona mini palettes. I do have some dupe comparisons and some thoughts on that, so stay tuned. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you can get notified. We're here every Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific time and we'd really love for you to join our beautiful Glam Fam community. And please give this video a huge thumbs up, you guys. Go ahead and click that like button. When I'm not on YouTube, be sure to follow me at ChristiAllure on Instagram, on my TikTok, ChristiAllure, and on my blog, ChristiAllure.com. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright you guys, let's get started. I am so excited because I am a smoky-eyed kind of girl. That is my jam. I love creating smoky eyes. So when I saw this launching on the Sephora and Natasha Denona website, I was like, yeah, I have to have that many. I'm a huge Natasha Denona fan. If you're new to my channel, I just love Natasha Denona products. And I was very excited about this mini. Now, grant you, this is not going to be for everyone because not everybody likes to create smoky eyes. But what I like about this palette, and the more I kind of swatched it on my arm, I haven't played with it on my eyes yet, is that I do feel like you can create a very natural glam look with this. I know it looks intimidating because of these blacks and these grays, but oh my gosh, you guys, they are so creamy and so beautiful. I mean, take a look at those up close shots. Oh, I mean, just scrumptious, and I cannot wait to apply this on my eye. So let's go over the details really quickly. So this is the Natasha Denona Mini Xenon palette. It runs $25. It is her signature mini 5-pan palette. So you get about 0.028 ounces, 0.8 grams of product. It's made in Italy and it's formulated without talc, parabens, or phthalates. It's cruelty-free and allergen-free. This ultimate palette features 5 essential shades to create Natasha Denona's signature smoky cat eye. This mini includes 4 creamy mattes and 1 highly foiled metallic for the perfect, bold, and defined looks with a pop of dramatic glam. This is Natasha's first and only mini palette to include a supremely rich and velvety blackest black eyeshadow. So she does have an individual blackest black eyeshadow, and it is available in some of her kits on her website. And it is like an individual pot. I've never tried that one, but this one is supposed to be pretty comparable to it. It is a creamy matte. The concept of this palette is that it's inspired by Natasha Denona's eyeshadow techniques. It launched simultaneously with her work and set eyeliners, which are her little pot eyeliners. I did not purchase that. Liquid eyeliner, I do have that, and the 3 eye crayons to be able to recreate and emulate Natasha Denona's iconic eye looks and top pro tips. Explore and create a variety of sultry smoky looks, including Natasha Denona's elongated cat eye, classic everyday and evening looks, and her dramatic smoky liner looks. So let's go over those shades really quick. You have Blackest Black, which is a creamy matte of hers, and that is described as her deep black. You have Gloom, which is also a creamy matte. matte, and that's a medium dark gray. And then you have chromatic. Oh, this is so scrumptious. Metallic platinum silver. Mist, which is another creamy matte, and that's a light gray. And Puff, her last creamy matte, which is considered an off-white. Now that Mist pulls a little on the light blue gray, like has blue undertones. It is stunning. It's actually the perfect light gray in my opinion. So I will go over my arm swatches right there. As you can tell, that Blackest Black didn't swatch so great, but I don't care how it swatches, I care how it performs. What I like about Natasha's mattes in general is that at swatch glance, I never feel like they're just, some of them are really, you know, pigmented in there, but I like that they're buildable. And when you create smoky eyes, I've been creating smoky eyes for years now, you guys. As a professional NBA dancer, I mean, we just lived off of smoky eyes because you're performing in front of 17,000 people and you need smoky eyes to really bring out your look. So I appreciate that this black is buildable because they can go very, very wrong. Let's just roll over into that Macro Blade liquid liner. It's a Profusion Precision eyeliner. It runs $26. You get 0.55 milliliters, 0.019 ounces. It is a liquid formula with a matte finish. It doesn't say that it's waterproof, but it does say that the color stays flawless and vibrant without smudging or fading over time. But her pencils that she did launch in this collection are waterproof, just so you guys know that. So I may pick up one of them down the road, but I really love my Victoria Beckham one the most. I just picked that up recently and it's the best pencil eyeliner I have ever used, you guys. It is so incredibly pigmented. It's somewhere around here, but we're not going to talk about that because that's not what we're focusing on today. But that is my favorite like crayon eyeliner. It used to be the Urban Decay ones, but now I love the Victoria Beckham one. So I may pick up the Natasha Denona one just to kind of see, but I'm going to wait till the VIB sale comes around and then I'll pick up more of the collection. But I just wanted to start off with the eyeshadow because this is the star of the show for me. So again, I will show the up close shots, you guys. It's just so beautiful. I just want you guys to see this metallic. I mean, can we just talk about how creamy that metallic is? It is absolutely stunning. So I am going to put my DANESSA MYRICKS on underneath, and I picked this up as well. You guys know I'm a huge fan of these Color Fix foiled things, and this is called Milky Way, and I think this will go really beautiful with this look. So I am gonna put that under just so you guys know. But that metallic will swatch beautiful on its own as well, but just the look I wanna create today. So I'm gonna do something bold, because I mean, obviously it's the Smoky collection, it's the star of the show. I don't want to do anything too natural, but I can recreate a natural look if you guys want to on a different video. So just comment below and let me know. Let me know if you guys, please comment below and just let me know if this is something you guys had your eye on, if you like Natasha Denona. What are your favorite minis? Tell me that. There's so many of the minis that I really love. So very excited. I do want to quickly go over a dupe for this, and that is the ColourPop one. So we'll just quickly go over that. That is the ColourPop Blow and Smoke Shadow Palette. That retails for $14. You do get 9 in that palette. You get a few more different types of shades in there. So I am interested to see how that's gonna perform. I was hoping it came in time for this video and it didn't, but I will, if I have the swatches, I'll throw them up right there. Hopefully, I mean, ColourPop is they're killing me right now. They're taking a long time to even send out my package. They're in SoCal, I wanna say. So I'm in SoCal, I'm like, yeah, come on, you haven't even sent it yet. It's a little irritating to me, but it's $14 versus $25. Grant you, those pan sizes are not much bigger than what you're getting in the Natasha Denona palette. From like a Google search that I've done, I've seen swatches on the Blow and Smoke. It seems pretty pigmented, and that is pretty true to ColourPop shadows. They're a very affordable brand, so it's just up to you. It's all preference. I'm sure they're both gonna perform beautifully. Another palette I really do love, and I do have this on hand, and I have worked with this palette, is the Viseart Theory palette, and this is the 03 Chroma. It runs $45, so this is quite pricey, but as you guys know, I've stated in that last video, Viseart are my top eyeshadows. This is 12 grams, 0.42 ounces. You get 6 pans. It is one of their mini ones. It's dramatic cool tones with matte and shimmer finishes. I'll show you the swatches right there, but I do like that there's a dark brown in there. The white one I don't work with too much, but I have used the black and brown, and I have used the shimmers. They're just not my go-to shimmers, so I like metallics. I just think metallics just stand out. They go over texture extremely well. All right, I have been lately liking to start with the darker colors and then just blending out with the lighter colors. So we're gonna start with the black today. Actually, we're gonna start with Puff right now because we're gonna lay that all over the eye. Let's hope that I didn't crease too much. I do have the Urban Decay on, and I actually mix Urban Decay and a Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer because this is a little bit more smoothing and this is a little bit more mattifying, but it kind of gives that perfect finish. I do have the Smashbox one. One of my lovely subscribers suggested that. The Smashbox one is really good, but again, that hasn't come in time, so we're just working with what we got today. I'm gonna take my Medallion Tools brush really quick and just kind of smooth out any areas. I don't want to take my beauty blender or my sponge because I don't want to get anything wet. So I really love this brush. This is one of my favorite brushes for the lid space area. All right, let's take this color Puff, and we'll start off with this off-white creamy matte, and we will take it onto this Medallion Tools Bold Concealer brush. And we're just gonna take that. Ooh, very pigmented, so pretty. All right, let's start in on this. So we'll start off with this eye. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is one creamy matte. Woo, that is pretty, really, really pretty. Now there is kick up in the pan, but that typically happens with creamy type mattes, just so you guys know that. If it doesn't bother me, but in case it bothers you. I'm gonna start it off here too, to start kind of carving out that brow bone. It's a very creamy matte. Again, so good for mature skin, and I'm not getting hardly any fallout on the eye area, so that's what's nice. So really pressing that in helps to avoid any type of fallout. You guys, just really quick, I wanted to mention I've been having really dry skin issues because I'm on Tretinoin, and Tretinoin really dries out your skin. This is called Dermatology Peptide Night Cream. Dermatology is the brand. I discovered this from two dermatologists that have their own YouTube channel that I really love watching, and oh, I love this brand. So I bought this, and I also got the sunscreen from them. This is the Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF 44 Universal Tint. So I'm trying this out. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'll let you guys know. But I love this cream, and it does not break me out. It was really good on my sensitive skin, fragrance free. I have been loving that. I also love the CeraVe Healing Ointment. This is like petroleum, like Vaseline, which I've been using, but this has ceramides in it to help protect that skin barrier. This has been heaven sent for my eyeshadow looks because I was having such an issue with dry right here. I don't know, crusting, eyeshadow not sticking. It was just a huge issue, and I like it on my, it's double because I like it on my lips too and any type of dry areas, yet it doesn't affect my sensitive acne prone skin. I also love the Benai Liquid Set, or Liquid Set, I don't know, for mixing and sealing. This really, Makeup Forever has a really good one, but it's always out of stock on my makeup site. But I've been trying this one out, and it's sealing. So it's nice, and it's gonna help that teary eye. I don't know if anybody else gets those watery eyes and then your makeup just wears and then it's gone, and no matter how you stick it and how much product you put on there, it's gone by the end of the night, and that's the issue I've been having. You know what? Hello 43. I guess that's what happens. All right, I am gonna go in with a synthetic brush just because this isn't from the Swatch I gathered, it's not like one of those really intense mattes. So I'm just gonna try it out. Who knows, may go really intense on my eye, but taking a synthetic brush will really help with that. This is the Sigma E42. It's just a nice small precision brush because I do not want this to go on, you know, I just cleaned all my brushes, so everything is clean. I don't want it to go on too intense, you know, and then have to, or too high up and then have to deal with that later. I mean, can we just talk about these brows not wanting to stay? I give up. I give up. We'll fix it later. So I'm gonna start on the outer area right here. And I'm just gonna, yeah, so it's not an extremely pigmented black, but it's pretty. I'm just gonna bring that in. But like I said, I like these kind of blacks, especially if you're not really like, you want a smoky eye, but you don't want it to be too aggressive. This is your perfect palette. The problem with some of the ColourPop shadows is they're so pigmented, and then they're kind of hard to blend out, you know, so you have to be really, really careful. I'm just gonna keep that really tight in there. This is a perfectly, to me, a perfectly pigmented black, because it's allowing me to have some leeway there. We'll take the 27S from Wayne Goss now, and we're gonna put that one in here. Just, yeah, perfect. This was perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to place it in there. Now remember, I'm going to use the darker gray to blend it out. And I'm not worried about going in there because we're putting the Milky Way in there along with the metallic. So not really concerned about that. I like doing my eyeshadow this way. I don't know why, but lately it's just, when I do it the other way now, I don't care for it. I feel like it takes longer to blend out. I love these cool tone blacks. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, you guys, I am going to go in now with my, I think I'm gonna do my Hakuhodo brush, and this is the B142. I always use this, any kind of, I don't want it to be too big. That's why I'm going in with this brush. So actually this one could kind of work. Actually, let's do this BK Beauty one. This is BK Beauty 202. This is a little bit softer, so I think I'm gonna go in with this one. So actually what I'm gonna do right now is just take this brush, I don't have anything on it, and just kind of start smoothing out the edges. I went up a little bit higher on this side. Even with my contacts in right now, like, I still need my 10 times magnifying mirror in front of me, and I do better when I do my eyeshadow right in front of the mirror. But not having that mirror is a little bit more difficult, and making sure I'm staying in angle with the camera and everything, so my eyeshadow looks always turn out better off camera. It's inevitable. I'm just gonna go up a little bit higher because I did go up higher on that side. Again, I'm not too concerned about it being perfect because I'm going to be blending all that out. It's just so buildable, and I have nothing underneath. That is amazing. All right, I'm gonna go in with this gray now on this BK Beauty brush. Again, BK Beauty 202. And I'm just gonna start smoking. Oh yeah, that's nice. This is the medium dark gray. So nice, and that just blends it all out for me. Don't worry, it's all gonna come together. Just trust the process. Now I'm gonna go in with my Hakuhodo brush. This is the, I don't know, I'll put it right there. This is one of my favorite brushes. If you can invest in one good brush, let me tell you, this is like your dream come true when it comes to eyeshadow looks. It literally, and I never put product on this brush, it is just my clean one. I have 2 of these and I keep them clean, and you can order this at Beautylish, where this palette is also available. I will have all the links on the bottom, but yeah, this is like a dream come true for blending. It just blends like everything together. That is a gorgeous shadow. I have 0 fallout on my, I'm shocked that I don't have any fallout with these kind of colors. Like, it's insane. All right, so we did the black, we did the gray, we did the puff. Now we're gonna do this light gray and kind of start building that transition. We're going again in reverse order. Now I'm going to take this Hakuhodo brush and I'm gonna take the light gray, this creamy matte light gray. It's a lot of pigment. Kind of just dusting it off on the back of my hand now. Yeah, there we go. That is crazy pigmented. That's gonna be really pretty on the center of the eye. I will probably do that on a more natural look. Oh, that is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Wow, that is so pretty. And remember, it all comes together at the end, you guys. It may look a little crazy right now, but it always comes together. Just blending. Always make sure you have your eye open, because you have to remember when you're taking pictures and you're smiling and stuff, your eyes are open. So you want to make sure everything kind of, stuff I'm learning over the time of being an influencer too, on my own, you know, doing my own makeup. It's like, you have to really like think about everything. And I'm gonna clean all that up. I'm gonna use this Sigma Shade Litter E56. It's kind of tapered. And what I like to do is just take that. Now, grant you could just go in with the metallic. I'm just being a little more extra just because I really want to test it out how I would test it out. Do we see how beautiful that color fix is too? I mean, can we just talk about that? What I like about this Milky Way is you really can create a gold or silver look with this, and that metallic is gonna go beautiful over it. I can already tell you. All I'm doing is creating lasting power. I'm telling you guys, these color fix things are like my favorite things since sliced bread. I have like, I think 4 colors now. All right, let's go in with this metallic. We're gonna go in with our finger first because Natasha always recommends doing, if you want the color, oh my gosh, you guys. So you don't need the bottom layer. I'm just doing it because I wanted to test out that Milky Way color. But you literally, yeah, this is just like unbelievably the most beautiful metallic I have ever used. Seriously, this is literally the best metallic I have ever used out of any brand. Wow. And no fallout. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is giving me the same feels I got from the Mini Gold palette. Incredible. My favorite metallic from Natasha Denona. Oh my gosh. This palette is worth it for just this color alone, in my opinion. Oh my god. Oh. I mean, this would have been beautiful even without the Milky Way, but this just intensified it. I can't speak. This just intensified it 10 times more. I mean, I still think it's gonna be just as spectacular without it, but wow. Does it get any prettier than that? For all my cool tone girls out there, you need this palette because, yeah, Amber, you're gonna love this one. You're going to love it. Going back with the Wayne Goss 27S, and I'm just gonna start cleaning up with the black. A little bit of fallout from that sparkle, but nothing I can't handle, nothing I can't just very, very little. I mean, typically this is the kind of eyeshadow palette I'd look at and go, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do my eyes first. But really I didn't have to, and I don't like to be quite honest. I think you guys know that by now. I like to do my base first. I take too long doing it the other way. All right, I'm just going back in with that Sigma E42. I'm just kind of bringing that black in. This is what I like about this black, is I can keep building it and it still looks beautiful. So I'm gonna take the Makeup Forever Aqua XL in black and I'm gonna line that inner rim. Again, I will be investing in the Natasha ones, just not right now. I couldn't do everything right now. I am gonna do the liquid liner before I do the lower lash line. And you never wanna just put pencil liner or any kind of liner, you know, whether liquid or pencil, and not set it with powder. And I think that's most important if you don't want the raccoon eyes, if you don't want it to bleed or you want it to last. Putting a pencil underneath or any type of cream-based product underneath is only gonna help the longevity of your makeup, but it's also gonna help, and then the powder sets it from not running. So that's really important when you're doing this. All right, this is her little macro blade liquid liner. Again, this is just the sample size. So I'm just gonna go on the top lid. This is really difficult to do on camera. I really like this liquid liner. I keep things really tight. I don't do cat eyes and stuff like that. So for me, I appreciate these kind of liners. I really liked the Stands Out Beauty one too. That one was really good. But so far, the Pat McGrath one had been my favorite, but I'm thinking I like this one even a little bit more. It doesn't dry out as fast. And she's right, it is like a blade. It just goes on so effortlessly. So I'm just kind of taking that on the tail end rather than one full line because I have really shaky hands. I just have tremors really bad. I think I got it from my father who ended up getting Parkinson's disease, but he had tremors since he was young too, and I've always had tremors. And it's embarrassing to me, and I try to like not think about it because the more I think about it, the more my anxiety increases, and then, you know, just goes downhill from there. So, which is part of the reason why I hate doing eyeliner. Especially, that's why I never really wanted to work on clients because I just have shaky hands and I do my own makeup better, but I love doing other people's makeup, but it's not my first passion. I like doing my own makeup and reviewing products more. All right, I'm taking this Anastasia number 3, I wanna say. I love this brush for eyeliners, you guys. It's so good. I'm gonna take that blackest black and we're just gonna kind of smoke that out. And I'm just reassuring this liner is all I'm doing. And I'm just gonna start smoking out that lower lash line. Those Makeup Forever ones are really good. Those aqua liners, because they are waterproof and they don't really budge. Now I'll go back in with this Chikuhodo brush and I'm gonna take the medium gray and we're just gonna blend that black out. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, that just glided on. All right, you guys, so I popped on my lashes and I just kind of touched up my eyeshadow. I was having a little bit of issues in the corners. So what I did is I took my Nabla Cupid's Arrow. I love this, but it is pigmented. And this really helped create a good base for that black. So the black, I don't know if I'm as excited about as much. I think it is beautiful. And I think, like I said, if you're a novelist at makeup and you have a really hard time creating smoky eyes without getting too all over the place, this is a gorgeous black to use. It is gorgeous. But I do feel like for someone like me that likes that punch a little bit more, I think you need to lay down a base. And that's why I think she launched this in conjunction with her pots. So I can't wait to get my hands on the pot because I think laying down that black pot will really help create that grip. What I like about this black too is that you can create a very soft look with this where it's not so like aggressive, and I think I'm gonna try that in future videos. Like I said in the beginning, I like to create something more subtle and natural. Okay, just say natural with a grain of salt. So I can't wait to keep recreating different looks with this, but I think this palette is so worth it. It's one of my top mini palette picks. This metallic is insane. It is insane. It is one of the most beautiful metallics I have ever seen. I just think that it is just so unbelievably pigmented, you guys. Like literally, I did not need to lay down this DANESSA MYRICKS. I think I could have just done this look without it, to be honest. And I probably would have been a little bit happier, to be quite honest, but it is really beautiful. So I will use this in other looks, but I think the next time I create this look, I would do it without that. I do think that this gray is stunning. It's a beautiful matte, and grays are difficult. They can come off very choppy and they're not easy to work with a lot of the times in a lot of palettes. So this gray is spot on. I did want to mention really fast that I did top off the look with my Hourglass. I've been really going back to this blush. I love my Jaclyn Hill ones, and you guys know I rated that one pretty high up, but I do really like this Hourglass one. I want to say this is pretty much tied with my Jaclyn Hill one. It is just like, it's the perfect pink too, that just really goes with everything. So I think this is one that I will definitely be using a lot of, especially during the winter time. And with these cool tone looks, it's just the perfect pink. It's that same type of texture as the Jaclyn Hill one. And I think I ranked the Jaclyn Hill one even higher because of the price point. It's that blush that I could just pretty much do with every single look, and that's what I like about this color. Whenever you use like products over active breakouts, you really want to be mindful of talc. And I'm learning this through channels that I'm watching from dermatologists saying you really should kind of stay away from anything with talc in it. Cover FX, and I have these in my rankings. I love this blush. I forgot how beautiful this blush was. And I remember my mom really liked this one. And these are so super pigmented, super pigmented. So I know Amber, I am gonna do that video. She asked me like a blush placement, and blush placement, blah, 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 blah. Blush placement is so personal. You know, it's so individual, wherever you want to place it. Back in the days, it was more of an angle. We would do blushes like that, right? We would just do it that way. But lately, this is just an IT Cosmetics brush. It's just my favorite. This one is so pigmented, I kind of like to dust it off, but lately I have been liking to do it more like up here. And I think it lifts the face up a little bit more. And, you know, it really does depend on your face structure as well. So you just, you know, go with what works for you. But lately, I just think it looks so pretty when you do it this way. Do you see how beautiful this color is? And there's no talc in it. Cover FX is very clean. There's no scents. This is, and you have this side to give you a luminous look. Right now I have too much texture. If I add any luminosity, it's just gonna emphasize that. But I have been reaching for this and this lately. Just because of my skin right now. And speaking of that, bronzers. Now, the Victoria Beckham one is talc-free, so I do really like that. What I liked about this one today is it has more neutral tones to it. It looks warm on camera, but in person it's more neutral than the Victoria Beckham ones that I have that are definitely pull more orange or warm undertones. But with this cool tone look, you really want to keep things more neutral. You don't want to counterbalance things. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but that just sounded really good. Hopefully I said that right. Anyway, I love the bronzer too. So extremely pigmented. It packs a serious punch, you guys, but it is so pretty. This eyeliner, you guys, I'm gonna get the full size because it is fantastic. There's something about this macro blade, like the point of it is so incredibly sharp. I don't know what it is, but it's perfection, you guys. It dries down really nice. I love the Pat McGrath one, but I don't know, there's something about this one that just really dries down. I appreciate that. I think it is a fantastic, yeah, I'm having a hard time getting that off, so that's gonna really, really stick. All right, let's rank this. So we are gonna do 4 categories. We're just gonna look at packaging, shade range, swatches, which I include in that shade range, and then application, pricing, and then I'll give you my total Allure score. We are doing more of the star rating, so I'm just gonna give you like my overall stars. But let's start off with packaging. Packaging is typical Natasha Denona, very pretty in that mini way. I mean, it's nothing extraordinary, but they're $25. It's easy to travel with, so I'm gonna give packaging 5 stars. As far as shade range goes, oh my gosh, I just think she couldn't have done a better job in those 5 shades. I really do. I think those are beautiful complementary shades to create a very sultry, beautiful smoky eye. Did that black swatch perfectly? No, I don't think it did, to be 100% honest. So I'm gonna give this 4 out of 5 stars because I think it's still a beautiful, beautiful palette. I'm looking at the whole. I'm not looking at just one shade because I loved all the other shades a lot. Now, as far as application goes, I think again, like it just performed so beautifully, except for the black. And I think it really depends on the base. So I don't want to dock it down, to be honest with you guys. So I'm going to give application of 5 stars because I do feel like overall, and it is again, that black shadow that you can really create very something subdued, but still adds pigment in there and still goes on so smoothly. So I do think application is worth 5 stars. As far as pricing goes, I think it's worth it. Now, that's all relative. You may think that's outlandish to spend $25 on a mini palette. And that's fair, I get it. But for me, I love eyeshadows so much, and I love eyeshadows that don't irritate my eyes, that go on smoothly, that pack a punch with metallics in there. So I think this is absolutely worth it. $25, I give it 5 stars. So we're looking at a total Allure score of 4.5 stars. We're almost at 100% of me recommending this product. Let's rank it up against my other Natasha Denona mini. So I almost own all of them. The only one I do not own is the Glam one. And I think there's a couple other I don't own, but for the most part, I have quite a bit. Those are the ones that I have. And as you can see, it ranked number 2. Now, Mini Gold is number 1 for me. Mini Gold is just, oh, I love my mini. I love every single color in there. So that's the only reason why. And it's just an edge over this one. They're 2 different palettes. The thing is with the mini palettes is that they're all different. So it's really hard to almost rank them because they're all different. They're different color tones, they're different shades. But somehow in the minis, I feel like you're getting that quality from the higher end palettes, but in just in little miniature versions, which I think is amazing that she offers that opportunity for those of us that can afford a $250 palette, right? That she has. So very excited, you guys. I always love testing out new eyeshadow palettes and creating eyeshadow looks. It's so much fun. I hadn't done this in a few tutorials, I think since the mini Zendo, or not mini, since doing the Zendo palette a couple months back. So if you haven't checked out that video, I did rank the Zendo palette, or I did create a look with the Zendo palette, which I absolutely think is a beautiful palette as well. So love it. Let me know if you guys like smoky eyes, if you like this palette, if this is something that you were interested in. Again, comment below and let me know. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're new here, before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so you can join our beautiful glam fam. We're here every Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific time, and I would really love for you guys to please give this video a huge thumbs up and click that like button. Be sure to follow me at Christy Allure on Instagram, on TikTok, and on my blog, ChristyAllure.com, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye! Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do